Hey there, plant lovers and city dwellers. Today, we're diving into the world of urban gardening. Got a small balcony and big dreams of green? You're in the right place. I'm going to share 5 game-changing tips to turn your concrete jungle into a thriving garden oasis. Let's get growing. Picture this, a tiny 6th-floor balcony, barely enough room for a chair, let alone plants. Sound familiar? I longed for the feeling of nature, the joy of nurturing something green and vibrant. Well, stick with me, because if I could transform my space, so can you. When you're short on floor space, it's time to think up. Vertical gardening is a game changer for small balconies. Think of it this way. In a small home, we wouldn't just store things on the floor, would we? We utilize shelves, drawers, and clever storage solutions to maximize space. For climbing plants, a trellis becomes a source of support and guidance, allowing them to reach their full potential. Trailing plants cascade gracefully from hanging baskets, creating a sense of movement and serenity. An old shoe organizer can be transformed into a charming vertical herb garden. A ladder leaning against the wall can become a stunning display for potted plants. By incorporating vertical gardening techniques, we not only maximize space, but also create a sense of visual harmony. Now, let's talk about choosing the right containers for our balcony gardens. Heavy pots, while beautiful, can put a strain on your balcony structure. Lightweight, weather-resistant pots are your best friends. Look for plastic, fiberglass, or even fabric grow bags. Consider the size and shape of each pot carefully. A tall, slender pot might be perfect for a cascading vine, while a wide, shallow container could accommodate a collection of vibrant succulents. Before you go pot crazy, however, it's crucial to check the weight restrictions for your balcony. Consult your building management or a structural engineer if you're unsure. Choose your containers wisely, my friends. Let them be both functional and beautiful, reflecting your personal style. In the spirit of maximizing space and embracing a mindful approach to our balconies, let's talk about choosing plants that serve multiple purposes. Herbs, for example, are a wonderful addition to any balcony garden. They offer a sensory delight with their fragrant leaves, add a touch of green to your surroundings, and elevate your culinary creations with their fresh, vibrant flavors. Imagine stepping out onto your balcony and plucking a few sprigs of rosemary to enhance your roasted vegetables. Consider growing strawberries or cherry tomatoes in hanging baskets. These delightful fruits not only add visual interest to your balcony, but also provide a sweet and healthy treat. When selecting plants for your balcony, consider their growth habits and how they can best utilize the available space. Vining plants can be trained to grow upwards, creating a natural screen or privacy wall. Trailing plants can cascade over railings, softening the hard edges of the balcony and creating a sense of tranquility. Just as we carefully analyze and understand the energy of each room in our home before tidying, we must also take the time to understand our balcony's microclimate. Think of your balcony as a unique ecosystem, influenced by factors such as sunlight exposure, wind patterns, and surrounding buildings. Observe your balcony at different times of the day and make note of these factors. This knowledge will guide you in selecting the right plants for your specific microclimate and ensuring their well-being. If your balcony receives intense afternoon sun, you'll want to choose plants that can tolerate heat and drought conditions. If your balcony is shaded for most of the day, you'll need to select plants that thrive in low-light conditions. If your balcony is subject to strong winds, consider creating windbreaks using larger plants, trellises, or decorative screens. Once you have a good understanding of your balcony's microclimate, you can begin to select plants that will thrive in those conditions. Now, let's address a crucial aspect of balcony gardening: watering. Overwatering, like clutter, can be detrimental to the well-being of our beloved plants. Balcony gardens, especially those exposed to direct sunlight and wind, can dry out quickly. But overwatering can be just as harmful, leading to root rot and other issues. One of my favorite ways to ensure my plants receive the right amount of water is to use self-watering pots. These ingenious containers have a built-in reservoir that slowly releases water to the plant's roots as needed. Another helpful tool for balcony gardeners is a simple drip irrigation system. These systems deliver water directly to the roots of your plants, minimizing evaporation and ensuring efficient water usage. Remember, it's always better to water deeply less often than to sprinkle daily. When you water your plants, take the time to observe their response. Watering our plants can be a meditative practice, a moment to connect with nature and appreciate the life-giving force of water. There you have it. 5 tips to transform your balcony into a green paradise. But remember, gardening is a journey. Don't be discouraged if things don't work out perfectly at first. Every withered plant is a lesson learned. Look at the difference these tips made to my balcony. From barren concrete to a lush living space, all it took was some creativity and patience. Now it's your turn. I want to see your balcony transformations. Share your before and after photos in the comments, or tell us about your biggest balcony gardening challenge. Remember, no balcony is too small for a garden. Happy planting, urban gardeners!